We are at JQuat, and the main conversation here is on how SMEs, especially in the tea sector, can be able to access market for their products. Of course, we've known the biggest challenge, especially for farmers across board in Kenya, is access to market, especially the exports market. And the conversation here is simply to help farmers to know how they can be able to access exports market, especially to the EU. Now, to give us more information, I'm now joined by Angela Price, who is a global tea expert and consultant. Thank you so much, Angela, for speaking to us. A lot of farmers, especially in Kenya, and those in that room are wondering, what does it take to access the EU market? What are some of the requirements do they need to look out for?
We've got a 2-day session running here in Nairobi, and we're covering lots of activities, including bioregulations, and that's really important, knowing what your buyer wants. But in addition to that, it's all about bringing tea to life in the market. So innovation, tea blending, talking about tea in an exciting way. So in the tea industry, we use technical language. Part of what we're doing here in this training session is using tea sensory language to build that and make selling tea more exciting to the customer.
Okay. For the buyers, what are they looking out for? If you were to advise a farmer, a tea farmer, what would you tell them the buyers are looking for?
It's really important for a farmer to know his or her customer. So every market has a slightly different requirement, which is challenging and difficult, but know what your customer wants and really understand their requirements. I think then, in addition to that, it's about consistency and reliability, and relationships are important in a product like tea. So the tea industry is built on great products and good relationships.
Thank you so much, Angela, and all the best in the training. Well, now to get a perspective from a farmer and an SME, can join me, Janet and Jerry. Thank you so much for joining us. From your side, what are some of the challenges that you face while accessing markets?
Yeah, and as an SME, the challenge is I don't know how to penetrate that market. So we need more forums for the SMEs so that we can be able to know what the licenses are, the requirements, because we don't know how to go about them. And also we need more training on those expos and trade missions which go out there. So we need more of that so that we can be able to know what that market is all about.
Do trainings like this help you to seek the answers that you're looking for?
Yeah. This one is about the blending, and it has been so beneficial to me because I know what blending is all about, and also what the packaging, and because I'm at the moment I'm at the initial stage of coming up with a brand name in my company and venture into tea value addition. Okay. Yeah.
Now we're going to speak to the national coordinator for Markup Kenya, and basically this is the program behind this training. Thank you so much, Anne Chapkoch, if you can join us here. First of all, I'd like to know what made you come out to speak to SMEs about this. What were the needs of SMEs?
I would like to say this program, Markup, is a joint initiative which has been developed by the EU, EAC, and governments of the 5 countries within the EAC. And the purpose for creating this program was to enhance export, increased export for SMEs in selected value chains. So we are looking at, within the 5 countries, coffee, tea, and horticulture. And we've had challenges when it comes to accessing markets. And the reason why this program was put together was to enhance export in these products to the EU and to the EAC countries.
I know for most tea farmers, one of the ways they know of selling tea is at the auction, and from there I happened to listen to a few other ways that farmers can sell their tea. Maybe what advice can you give farmers apart from the auction? How else can they put their tea out there in the market?
This program is specifically looking at alternative markets to the tea sector, and we are looking at specialty teas. We're looking at how you can blend your teas, either as herbal teas, fruit teas, or flower teas, and sell it directly, not necessarily through the auction. So we are working in close collaboration with the consultants who are doing market-facing activities to ensure that we connect the SMEs and the markets.
What kind of support do they need in order to expand their businesses and capitalize a lot on export markets?
From my experience and having interacted with the SMEs, one key area is like understanding the market requirements, understanding how to package their products, in terms of quality, presentation, branding, packaging, so that it meets the requirements of those markets which we are targeting.
So we'll be here to keep you up to date, but of course this particular training is quite key for SMEs in the tea sector to enable them to know what are the requirements that they need, especially for exports, and also how else can they sell their tea apart from the traditional auction way of selling tea. We'll be here to keep you up to date with this story. My name is Mercy Milanoi, and this is Inside Business.